No doubt about it.
All right, some politics here at home. For the first time, both the Senate and the House will vote on the Keystone XL pipeline, mostly because of a razor-thin Senate race, a runoff in Louisiana. Republican Congressman Bill Cassidy and Democratic Senator Mary Landrieu in that runoff after they finished very tightly in the general election. Both are sponsoring bills in their respective chambers, trying to show they're delivering for their home state. Senator Landrieu has branded herself as critical to Louisiana as chair of the Senate Energy Committee, a committee Republican leadership says Cassidy would join if he's elected. Landrieu faces an uphill re-election battle, even more so after the party's campaign committee pulled its TV money ahead of her runoff.
If taking my name off of this bill helps it to pass, go right ahead. This is not about credit. It is not about glory. It is not about politics. It is about getting our work done.
Landrieu, National Democrats have pulled their ads from your campaign. Your leaders are not standing with you here today. Are you a lost cause?
No, I don't believe that I am. And of course, I've stood against my leadership when I've had to, and this is one of the times. My leadership, at least the 2 or 3 that are elected, have not been strong Keystone supporters. But the fact of the matter is we've got 15 members of our caucus that are. So this is just another example of many that I can give you where I've had to stand up to my caucus and have done it. Now, having won 2 elections in runoffs like this, I wouldn't count on me being a lost cause. I'll just underscore that.
So, Nicole, we're just talking about this. They're both going to bring it. Cassidy and Landrieu are going to bring it up in their respective houses. You think the pipeline is approved?
Yeah, it's going to be approved because Democrats like Mary Landrieu are running against this White House and running against Senate Democratic leadership. And I think it says a lot. It certainly confirms the polls that are out this morning showing that the National Democratic brand is at an all-time low with approval ratings lower than the Republican brand, in part because of this. There's popular support in this country for this. President Obama's State Department said that the environmental impact is negligible and that there would be a jobs bump, which you confirmed for us. So I think this will pass, and I think that it'll do more damage to the Democrats who oppose it.
Does the president veto it, though?
I don't think so. What do you think?
Boy, that's a tough call.
I mean, if you're Tom Steyer, and I saw this yesterday, the guy gives $75 million to Democrats.
Right.
And the first thing Democrats do the day they get back to Washington after getting $75 million from Tom Steyer is they push Keystone. I mean, if I were Tom Steyer, I'd be a little pissed.
Well, but look, obviously, the Senate Democrats want to try to save Mary Landrieu.
Right.
It's not going to get a majority, but they've got another election to fight in 2 years, and having one more incumbent makes it that much easier to get control back. And so they're willing to throw Keystone overboard in order to try to get Mary Landrieu back. And I think it's going to be tough for the president to veto it.
Can I ask you a question just on the, just throw a question out? Why is it that, the environmentalists seem to be one of the biggest supporters of the left, maybe the biggest supporters of the left? Why has that issue fallen flat? Why has that issue fallen so flat with American voters when it is so important to a very important wing of the Democratic Party?
Well, it should be important to all of us, but you're right.
No, I'm just asking the whys of the political realities. It's always on the bottom.
That's right.
The question is why?
I think my answer, and this is what my perspective. My answer is because I think the average American does care about the environment, but they care more about their wallet. And right now, their wallets are getting thinner. Incomes are going down. Jobs are tough. And you have ISIS, you have Ebola. I think these are all issues that people just
And I think the
important.
Democrats sell it as a zero-sum proposition. I think what the public wants is clean air and clean water, and they want to use new technologies to get there. They don't want to sacrifice jobs.
I think it's also because it's such a long-term issue. You can't see it changing your life today or tomorrow or next week. It might be 100 years or whatever it is. So the pocketbook, that affects you right now. Can you buy groceries today?
Right.
The environment, although it should concern all of us, is viewed, I think, as something that's off somewhere on the horizon.
It is sort of seen as a zero-sum game by a lot of people on the far left. Not Barack Obama. Barack Obama, I mean, his approach, at least what he said, it's what I've said all along. It's all of the above.
But it's-
yes,
right.
we want to be the top oil producer, and we want to be the top natural gas producer, and we want to take that money to invest in clean energy, to
clean
make
coal
to make the transition. You said clean coal, not me. I'm not running in West Virginia anytime soon. But it's not an all or nothing.
It's not an all or nothing. And I
By the
think
way, did you get paid to say clean coal?
No,
Do you
I'm
have a
just saying.
sponsor?
Was it the Democrats have to figure out how to do both? That was my only point. Or they're going to keep losing elections, which is fine with me.
Okay. So to me, there is a place in the middle, right? So the people on the left are absolutists. They don't want to burn another gallon of gas. They don't want to burn another ton of coal ever in the future of history. They probably don't even want nuclear. The people on the right want to burn coal right and left, and the more the better. The sensible center, the all of the above strategy is this gradual transition, but it is not without cost. There is no free lunch. It costs money to bring in these renewables. It costs money to substitute natural gas for coal, and you have to be willing to do it.
And I do think that's where most Americans are, like you said, the sensible middle.